Hello everybody, Flamin' Shark back with another video, and this is the review to my blind commentary, blind reaction to Shingeki no Kyojin, the final season, episode 1, Beyond the Ocean. Yes, Attack on Titan, season 4 has begun, and I am very excited to be giving you guys my reaction to the first episode. Not at noon like I was hoping, but back at 7. So, the Ruby video should be up in like 14 hours from now when this goes up. 14 hours after this goes up, the Ruby reaction should be up. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I don't know, it's late, that is what it is. Literally no reason this should be late, just kind of me being sus, but it is late, but it's here as expected. I don't think any of the other reactions will be this late in the day for AOT. I think that definitely might still happen for some of the other series I'm doing, but I don't think so for AOT. I'm very excited for Season 4, but I do want to also say my reaction to this episode was kind of sus because for like a good amount of the episode, pretty much until we saw Reiner, I had no idea that this was in the present. And yeah, that kind of fucked me up a little bit with this. It was a little weird. I really enjoyed the episode, and I was enjoying it, but I was thinking of it for a good amount of the episode as a flashback to God knows how many years ago. But it was actually Marley in the present, which seems to actually be the future relative to episode 22 of season 3. It looks like we skipped, if I had to guess, a couple of years, possibly. I'm very curious to know what has happened with Eren and Armin and Mikasa in that group. I think it was really interesting that none of them were in the OP, really. I mean, there was that end shot that was really cool. But really there were no, besides the end shot, there was really no form of like characters in any sense in the OP, which was really interesting. And I found that very cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed the reaction, and I'm really excited I really enjoyed the episode. Hope you guys enjoy the reaction. Again, I kind of don't expect you guys will enjoy the reaction that much because it was kind of I don't want to say it was a bad reaction. I don't think the reaction itself was bad, but it was just me misunderstanding the situation because I was kind of mind-fucked by the fact that we were even watching what we were watching. And it didn't even cross my mind that we could have been watching like the present day. Because it was just something like, even with the lore that we got in season 3 part 2, this just felt like such a weird, like such a unique and interesting and weird way to start season 4 that I think it just threw me off for a lot of the reaction, but I really enjoyed it. Like the OP was awesome. I hope you guys don't mind the fact that I was kind of just tripping a little bit here. But that is blind reactions for you. It's the first time I've ever seen this, and sometimes when it's the first time I've ever seen stuff, I will kind of misinterpret stuff. I am known to misinterpret things occasionally. I'm pretty good at interpreting stuff, but the problem with me is like it feels like when I'm off on something, I'm way off on something. So I did still enjoy meeting all the new characters like Gabby and stuff. There was a lot of Gabi. There was a lot of, there was Udo, I believe. Uda? Was it Uda or Udo? Oh, it might have been Uda. Udo? I haven't rewatched the episode yet. I probably won't. I probably will rewatch the episode right before watching episode 2, because that just seems like the best time to rewatch it. Which will probably be in a couple days, because I didn't actually watch episode 1 until yesterday, whereas I hope to watch them closer to release after this. But it was a great episode. It was a great way to start AOT. I thought the animation looked pretty good. I think it definitely seemed like a step down from Wit. But it still looked really good. Like, it wasn't anything that was offensive or anything as far as the animation goes. We'll have to see in other stages, but I still think Mappa, it looked decent. We'll have to see how it looks overall. But again, I can understand people potentially not being the highest on the animation because of the standard that AOT had with Studio Wit. So, it's a mixed bag there, but it's really not something. The character designs have been, artistically look very similar, and that's kind of the thing that I'm more so looking for. I think everything looks pretty good, so I don't think there is a lot there. I thought there was a lot of CGI, more than I'd prefer, but I thought it looked pretty good for the most part. There was like a couple things that I noticed that were a bit not the greatest. But again, in general, it looked really solid. But again, for the AOT standard, it wasn't on the level of what it was before. But we'll see how that goes. I'm very curious to see how that all turns out. It's not something I care about that much, to be completely honest. As much as I adore amazing animation, AOT at this point is so much more about the writing than it is about even like the badass fights that I'm not that concerned. And like I said, as long as it's not like terrible, I think it'll be fine. And I think it's way better than terrible. So no real complaints there. I do think, at least from the first episode I saw, it didn't look as good as it did in seasons 1 to 3, but I was kind of expecting that, to be completely honest. But we'll see what happens there. And just in general, this story is going to be so interesting. We don't even know how many episodes we have. We're going to have at least 16. No one knows how many episodes we really have. I mean, we just know that there's going to be at least 16, which I guess is a good thing, because while I imagine we're probably going to have more, at least 16 is a good start. Maybe 26, I don't know. I could see 16 plus 10. Maybe it'll be a really weird numbered season. I mean, 22 was kind of weird for season 3, so maybe we get like a 16. I don't know. Who knows? It could be all different numbers. I guess we'll find out. I obviously have never read the manga, so manga readers might have a little bit better of a guess than me, but I think all of us are kind of in the dark as to how long this season's going to be. It should be interesting. So anyways, that's pretty much all I got to say about this. Links are down below in the description to Mega and Breach. I'll probably do some testing for YouTube for next week's episode to see if I can post season 4 on YouTube, but I think for episode 1, just play it safe, not mess with it, because I didn't really have a chance to test it or anything. So I'll probably get to testing AOT season 4, especially with it being with MAPPA. The copyrights might be a little different. And AOT has been a very mixed results show over the years, so I definitely will be testing to see if I can put these on YouTube, but I will not be doing that for the first episode because, again, I didn't really have the time to prep that, but I will actually be testing the first episode in the next week or so, and depending on how that goes, I might put the second episode or potentially even wait for the third or fourth or whatever, but depending on how my tests go, we'll see. Probably nothing good, but who knows? You might get to see future AOT episodes on YouTube. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, for the time being, it's going to be the review process. So, yeah, links are down below in the description to Mega and Breach the full reaction. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys can get past the fact that I was kind of being sus in the video and just didn't really process stuff properly. I think it's still an entertaining video. I think I still have a lot of entertaining commentary, and just my general excitement for AOT 4 really shined through. But it's something that you should be aware of that, yeah, I was just totally confused. Not confused, but I just misinterpreted it. I wouldn't even say I was confused. I was still following everything. It's just, to me, there was no, I just assumed it was a flashback. And there was really, until they showed Reiner and Zeke, and mainly Reiner, really, but when they showed Reiner and Zeke, that was the first thing that gave away to me, oh, this isn't a flashback. Reiner, not only is it Reiner, he's older now, but, and just looking badass as hell. Reiner had an okay design, but it never did anything for me. This Reiner design got me kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, Flamin' Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.